Hello there. Welcome to my channel, Snips by Kelly. I'm Kelly and I have a simple and beautiful single page layout for you today using our brand new Wildflower Birthday Suite collection. We're going to focus today in this video on recreating your favorite artwork. Now in the Wildflower Birthday Suite collection, you get a stamp and a die set. The die focuses on large banners, small banners, birthday tassels, birthday anniversary numbers, and some extra little bits in there. The suite collection includes some party dots. And then I love this brand new open gold weave ribbon. It's been my favorite. And what is not to swoon over in the DSP or the Designer Series paper? This Designer Series paper includes two 12 by 12 ephemera or punch out sheets, and I'm in love with them. It gives you so many bits to work with and play with. So not only do you have the stamp and die to be able to do so many things with, you have this beautiful pattern paper that has cut apart tags, and some of them are 3x4, 4x6, but there's also some smaller cut apart elements embedded within that as well, and some 3x3. The gold embedded bits inside this paper just put it over the top. You have some busy patterns, you have small, medium, and large patterns, you have a great gingham, a great stripe. You really have every pattern and element needed to create great scrapbooking pages with this suite collection. So this is the focal page that I fell in love with. I really loved it. I thought, how simple and beautiful is that? So the first thing that I do when I find artwork that I want to recreate is I try to gather what I think they've used. So I see the background striped pattern, gold foil pattern. I see the floral in the background. I see a little like a journaling element cut out of the cut apart sheet. I see punch out. So I see the large punch out banner, and then I also see some punch out flowers. Those are in there. I do see some sentiments or a title in there that comes from the stamp set, and during this particular video my stamp set hadn't arrived yet, so I'm gonna have to do some substituting there, but it's a great jumping off point. You can change, you can add a companion page, but I love using artwork that I'm inspired by. Sometimes the artwork in the catalog is what inspires me to purchase the layout, or not the layout, but the collection. And so sometimes I get the collection and I forget to go back to the artwork that inspired me to get the collection in the first place. And I like to start by recreating artwork with a series because it gets me warmed up. It helps me to get bonded with the product. So the next thing that I do is I sort of guesstimate looking at the pattern paper about the sizes. And I usually start with one piece, and then it helps me to get the rest of the sizes. So by measuring about where I think it hits the photo is 5x7 with a 5 1/4 by 7 1/4 inch photo mat. And it is of my high school girlfriends, the year we all turned 50. Yes, happy 50th birthday. So I decided to go with a 3x8.5 piece of white willow cardstock that I thought was about the right size. Now, after I get all done, I kind of wish I had like a 1/2 inch more. So if you're going to recreate this, I would do it to 9 inches, like a 3x9 inch piece of white. That gives you a little bit more to work with. So then I'm just eyeballing and sort of placing the pieces. It sort of helps me to see that one end of the tassel is at the corner of the photo and the other end of the tassel hits the upper right corner of the white piece. So when I'm looking at where it hits, it helps me place it. But I also have a little extra help here because there's stripes in the pattern. So if the pattern background. So if I look at the layout in the catalog, it's 9 stripes down. So it's a real scientific measurement, but that pattern paper piece hits 9 stripes down. And then I can estimate about how many inches from the left-hand side, about 1.5 inches from the left-hand side or 1 1/4 inches. And then it won't matter too much if you're off a fourth of an inch or not. If you're centering those focal elements, you'll be fine. And so some people like exact measurements and some people can eyeball. I really like to eyeball. So I'm guessing this floral pattern paper piece at 3.5 by 8.5. I feel like that's going to hit right underneath those tassels, because the edge of that is going to be covered by the right end of the tassels, and then it's going to give enough space on the left-hand side to house that large floral element on the lower left. And if I count about 9 stripes down on the pattern paper, it fits perfectly. So I'm always looking for little tricks to be able to recreate it quickly. This is such a quick and easy layout with one cardstock piece, one pattern paper piece, and a photo, and then just our decorative elements on top. And you're going to find that aside from the title, the decorative elements are so quick and easy. 2 punch outs here, so I'm going to add that floral element. I'll be popping that up with some foam tape. I'm going to be popping up the banner in the upper right corner with foam tape, and it's starting to take shape. It's really looking like the photo. Now I see in the photo that they have that little journal rectangle, pink journal rectangle that is from the cut apart sheet, and that holds part of the title. And then instead of picking that back up and then being worried about trying to get it in the right place again, I'm kind of like doing a little bit of, country adding here. I'm just adding some tape so that I don't have to lift up pieces, so that those pieces are cohesive and they're together, and I don't have to lift that up. It makes everything come together so fast. You're just going to throw those pieces kind of together there, and then you can put them on as a whole. And I'm counting my stripes down because I forgot how many, because it's been longer than 3 seconds and I can't hold anything in my memory for longer than 3 seconds. So I'm counting my stripes again, and there I have placement. Now we can decorate. We can add the foam tape to the back of the banner. We can add some foam tape to the back of the flowers. We're going to cut that little sentiment off of the cut apart sheet. I see that there, and I'm not going to have the sentiment needed, because at this point on this particular video, my stamp set hadn't arrived. And so I'm going to be showing you here though how I use the blade of my paper to cut something out of the center of the paper. I really don't know, because there's really pretty patterns on the back side of these cut apart sheets. I really don't know if I'm going to want to use the pattern paper side or the cut apart sheet side. So I'm actually going to just put my paper trimmer on and very carefully cut around and rotate the paper to cut just the icon out that I need. I have a little hair of white on that I'm going to trim with my scissors, but I feel really good about just being able to get that piece out of the middle and having all of that pattern paper still intact, so that I can either use them as cut apart cards, or I'll have some bigger chunks of that pattern paper to use on the back. So now I have, because my girlfriend is in that lower left corner, I may add my floral in just a little bit different of an angle so that I'm not covering up too much of my girlfriend's. I love this photo of our 50th birthday for a couple reasons. All of us turned 50 in the same year, of course. That's a lot of 50th birthdays. Plus, there was lots of people outside of our core group of friends that we were friends and acquaintances with from our class and from other walks of life that also turned 50 in the same year. And all of the 50th birthday parties were black. Everybody roasted us and toasted us with black. And I love this particular photo because we all took a 50th birthday camping trip, and we were all wearing the same shirt. We all got birthday shirts, and it was brighter. It wasn't the typical 50th birthday black. And I love that we had color in this. So now I'm pulling some things here and I'm looking for the numbers. So even though in the original layout they had a different sentiment, I decided to add the 50 to it. Now the stamp has all the like 51st, 50th. It has all of the little added elements that you can add from the stamp set to make the little ending that you need for the numbers. But because I didn't have it, I decided to grab some of our brushed gold foil paper. I love this brushed gold foil paper, and I'm going to cut the 50 out of that brushed gold, and I'm actually going to add that to the top of the white, I think. Now, when the stamp set comes, I could always move those numbers over a little bit and add 50th, but I was okay with 50. So they didn't have anything at the top of the white, which I like that look also, but because I really wanted to incorporate 50, they actually had 15th, and they backed the 15th with some white letters. And I'm actually going to just put the 50 on top. Now, I'm looking for possible titles, and I have loved and loved and loved this Documenting the Day celebration stamp. It's a freebie stamp that you can get in January and February. If you place a $60 order, you get to choose freebies out of a celebration catalog. So I was trying to see if I could make a wonderful day work or a happy day or celebrating the day. And I decided that I thought it was a little bit too big. I end up using it on at least 2 or 3 other layouts. But for this one, I decided that day was a little bit too big and that I wanted a more delicate title. And the fonts on this are some of my favorite. Now, Linked Together has these great font sentiments on it, and Linked Together, you're going to be seeing this. I know that demonstrators and customers everywhere are loving the Linked Together. It has stencils, and it has a beautiful die in it that makes layered cards and elements for scrapbooking pages, but I love the font in it, so I've decided that I want to do a happy day. They've done happy birthday with the original birthday celebration stamp, and they've embossed it with gold embossing powder. So I've pulled out some Wow gold embossing powder. You can get that in a 3-pack with silver and I think it's bronze, gold, bronze, and silver. So I've brought out my Versamark embossing ink, and then I'm using an anti-static pouch to help some of that embossing powder go just where I ink it. And it helps it not to like fly away so that you get embossing powder all over. I'm adding Versamark embossing ink, and I'm going to stamp it twice in case one doesn't turn out right. I have my heat tool warming up, and I'm going to sprinkle that Wow embossing powder. Now, the Versamark embossing ink does have a refill, and it's a real sticky adhesive. So you're stamping like you stamp with ink, but it's a sticky adhesive. And then the loose embossing powder goes on top. You can put it over there a couple times, and I like to tap it a little bit and then run another layer over it so that I don't get a lot of loose pieces, but I get nice coverage. Now, once you add heat to embossing powder, it makes it look raised and embossed, and it's a beautiful gold look. So it looks to me in the original layout that they used that birthday celebration stamp set to emboss happy birthday and 15th. So I've done my 50th with the brushed gold. I could have definitely done the 50th with embossing powder if I had the stamp set, but I don't have the stamp set, so that's why I did it in the brushed gold. Now you can just fold your paper plate. I love to emboss on a paper plate, and it isn't very fancy. It's not fancy pants, but I love the cheap paper plates because they fold, and it allows me to roll that embossing powder right out back into it. And now, because they fussy cut the original one out, I'm going to fussy cut the original one, the sentiment, out as well. And I actually can do that rather quickly by turning my paper instead of turning the scissors. It's a tip that I remind people of all the time. I absolutely love to remind people of the tip that fussy cutting isn't near as painful as people think when you use the tip of rotating your paper instead of rotating the scissors. And it also causes a lot less pain in the hands and the wrist as you get older, because of that curving with the scissor. You can actually just move your paper, and it makes a beautiful gold sentiment. Again, I love those sentiments in the Link Together stamp set, which was also another drop on January 7th. And I'll link all of this in the description. You can also see the entire, not the entire, because I had to cut it shorter because it was getting so long, but a huge product and project reveal. So I just dropped a product and project reveal with tons and tons of artwork to go along with the product that I received from Stampin' Up! That is now part of the mini catalog drop, the online exclusives, the celebration, and we also have a brand new scrapbooking brochure that has 4 brand new scrapbooking workshop kits in it. Now, just so you know, the Wildflower Birthday Suite is separate and different from the Wildflower Birthday Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. It's actually called, is it called Wildflower Life? Oh, I haven't learned the names yet, but there's 2 different ones. The Sweet Collection, you can get all of the pieces that I showed at the beginning of the video together or separate, and then the Wildflower Collection, that is a scrapbooking workshop kit, is different. It has some other added elements. Some of the elements cross over, but has some other added elements as well. And I love both the Sweet Collection as well as the Scrapbooking Workshop Kit. I'll be creating a Simply Scrappin' and a Sparkle and Shine workshop out of the workshop kit, but I'll definitely be creating with the Sweet as well. So it looks to me, to finish it off, they added some of the party dots. And so I'll be adding some of those party dots here. And I love that you get 3 different colors, some large and some small. It works out wonderful. I loved this camping trip with my high school girlfriends that I've had 40+ year friendships with. And I love that it was a little more colorful because I'm not going to lie, I got a little tired at the end of the year 50 of wearing black and eating black frosting. It was so wonderful that this Wildflower birthday celebration came along to be able to document our 50th birthday party camping celebration. I hope that you enjoyed recreating our favorite artwork, and I hope you won't be afraid to find your favorite artwork in the catalog and recreate that with some of our brand new collections. Come back soon for much more artwork and creating with all of our new things right here on Snips by Kelly.